Hello, my beautiful besties. It's your girl Nelly. If you're part of my nail crew, welcome back. And if you're not, consider subscribing right now and become part of my amazing nail crew. In today's video, I'm going to start by showing you all the items that I'll be using for today's set. And bestie, I'm super excited. So these are the beautiful rhinestones that I'll be using. These are from Lisette's website. These are the nail tips that I'll be using for today's set, also from Lisette. I will make sure to have that link in the description box in case you guys are interested. And next, I'm going to show you flakes that I purchased off of AliExpress. These are so beautiful, bestie. I will try to, if I find it, to leave the link of this in my description box in case you guys are interested. Now I'm going to use this spider gel. I'm sorry, bestie. I can't speak today. So the spider gel has reflective glitter. So it's been a long time since I used it. That's why once I opened it, you saw that all the glitter is at the bottom, but I'll mix that later on in the video. And guess what, bestie? We're using Polygel. Yay! So this was a request from one of my subscribers. Actually, I think more than one requested a Polygel set. I know, bestie, it's been forever. So, and I'm also going to incorporate some of these caviar beads also from Lisette's website. So let's get started, shall we? So in this bottle, I have 91% isopropyl alcohol. That is what I use every single time I use Polygel. I cannot believe that I'm actually doing this. I feel like it's been forever since I used Polygel, so I'm very excited. So this is the brush that I'm going to be using. This is from the brand Beetles. This I purchased off of Amazon, and I've always liked to use a bigger brush. So, you know, if you get a chance to purchase a bigger brush, definitely get your hands on that. It'll allow you to work with more product at once, and it will help you finish your sets faster. So this is the base coat that I'm going to be using, and here I had already applied my peel off method, and I had already applied my tips. So what you see me do here right now is apply my base coat. I'm going to concentrate on my tip section of the nail, and after I finish applying it, I'm going to do a full 60-second cure, but not before explaining the reason why I skipped my middle finger and my index finger. So after I finish curing those 3 nails, I go back to my pointer finger and my middle finger, and then I apply my base coat. Now the reason for that is because I'm going to apply some of the flakes that I showed you earlier, and I need the base coat to be wet. So what this is going to do is this is going to allow me to apply the flakes, and once it's cured, it's set, and it's not going to move anywhere. So after I finish applying all the flakes, I do a full cure for 60 seconds. So I'm going to be using Macart's Polygel, and this is the number 922. This is from the Blue Kit collection. As most of you know already, I am a brand ambassador for Macart. So in case you guys are interested in any of their products, I do have a affiliate link where you can get a 15% off discount code off your purchase. So what can I say? Oh my god, it's been so long since I used Polygel. Okay, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to do an ombre on my pinky finger, my ring nail, my ring finger, and my thumbnail. So the way I like doing this, I've seen a lot of videos of people using Polygel, and oh my goodness, I don't like dragging the bead when I'm applying it all the way to the free edge. The reason for that is because I don't like wasting Polygel. I don't like wasting product at all. And when I do my Polygel application, as you can see, I do patting, but I do a lot of brushing. The reason for that is because I always like to say that the better your application, the less filing you have to do. And you're gonna see that in this video. So what I'm doing right now is I spread the Polygel throughout the nail. Once it reached both side walls, I'm going to start pulling that product to my free edge, and then you're gonna see how thin that free edge is going to be. Your free edge does not need to be thick at all. Your thickness should be concentrated on your apex area, which we're gonna talk about that later in the video. So right now I'm gonna go back to that top section of the bead, and I'm going to start blending that color. Now, because I'm doing an ombre, I like to blend both beads, meaning the color that I'm choosing and the nude color. The reason for that is because it gives it a nice transition. So, when you see the nail, you're not really going to see that line where the blue color starts, and this is what it should look like. So after I finish the application, I'm going to do a full 60-second cure. So for my ring finger, I'm gonna start by showing you how big my bead actually is. So it depends actually on the length. A lot of people like to ask, well, how much Polygel? It really depends on the length of your nail. So I don't really do a long bead, but I do a thick bead. That way I can make sure that when I start patting it, it reaches both side walls. And as you can see, it wasn't reaching completely the side wall right here. So when I start pulling the product and I start brushing it towards my free edge, you're going to see me brush in the center, and then I go back and tuck both side walls. So the better your application, like I always like to say, the less filing you have to do. So you're going to see me repeat that motion all the time. You're going to see me brush the center of the nail, and then I go back to my side walls. That way I don't have to struggle so much when filing. Polygel, it's not going to set until you cure it. So you have a lot of time to actually play with the product. There's no reason why you should have a lumpy surface unless you don't really know how to work with the product, which in that case I suggest you practicing a lot, bestie. Polygel is very easy to use. I'm in love with Polygel. That was pretty much my first love, and I love working with the product. I do love Manicure Polygel because they do have a great consistency where it's not too runny and it's not very sticky. So, I mean, it is sticky, but it's not. I've worked with different products, so I've found different products that are stickier than that one. So for my nude color, I'm going to use Siesta, and if you guys don't know, this is one of my favorite nudes. I need to get me another bottle because it's almost empty. So you're gonna see me apply this bead. Now when it comes to the cuticle bead or the nude color, I do a pea-size bead. Again, it depends on how wide your nail plate is and how long you want that nude color to be. So the longer you want that ombre, the more Polygel you have to add. Another tip for you, bestie, it's whenever you're working on your cuticle section, you need to, when you wet your brush when you dip it in the alcohol or the slip solution. You have to remove the excess like I just did. The reason for that is because if you work with too much slip solution on your brush and alcohol gets inside of your cuticles, that will prevent the product from sticking to your nail, and that will eventually create lifting. Now for the ombre section, as I'm doing right now, as you can see, I'm only using the very tip of my brush to blend that color down. So because I blend the blue and because I'm blending the nude color, you can't really see where the blue ends and the nude begins. So this is what your nail should look like. I know it looks kind of crazy, bestie, but trust the process. So once I finish with my application, I will do a full 60-second cure. I want to take this moment and give my shout outs. So shout out to everyone who takes the time to watching my videos. Shout out to everyone who likes, comments, and share my videos. It helps me out a lot here on YouTube. Shout out to everyone who's new to my channel. Welcome to my nail crew, bestie. Thank you so much for joining the crew. And shout out to my lovely and amazing nail sisters. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Also, shout out to, again, my new subscribers, because you know what, bestie? You're getting this channel going. So thank you so much for subscribing. And if you have not subscribed yet, what you waiting for, bestie? Subscribe and join my crew. So now I'm going to show you how big this bead actually is. So this bead is not only going to protect my ombre, but it's also going to level my nail. You know, it looked kind of crazy. It looked lumpy on one side and too thin on the other. So this is when this actual bead actually comes into place, and it's very helpful. So as you can see, I'm starting to blend that clear towards my nude section, and that's going to level that part of the nail first. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue to drag that clear bead down all the way to my free edge until all the nail looks completely even out. So always encapsulate your ombre. That way you know, you're protecting what you were working so hard on. So once I finish with the application, I'm going to show you what it should look like. And once I'm done with the application, I'm going to do a full 60-second cure. So for my index finger and my middle finger, I'm going to do a full cover of clear. The reason for that is because I want it matte, and I've been dying to do a matte set for the longest. So the way I like doing my full cover nails when it comes to polygel is the famous 2-bead method. You saw how big the bead actually was, and it's actually just the same process as doing an ombre. So the first bead, you're going to pat the product to spread it, and then you're going to start brushing the product all the way down to your free edge. Once you're finished your application, you're going to do a full 60-second cure, and then you apply your second bead. Your second bead, you're going to work it the same way you worked with the nude. It's exactly the same way, and you're going to see me doing that really soon. So once again, I'm showing you how big the bead actually is. I'm going to start patting the bead in the center to spread it. Once it's completely spread out, then I no longer touch the surface, and then I go in to push that polygel very close to my cuticle area, but not touching my skin. Not only the alcohol or the slip solution will create lifting, but also if you have polygel on your skin and you cure it that way and you don't seal your cuticle area the proper way, you will have lifting. So there's several reasons why if you're actually experiencing lifting and you're going through that problem, you know, that is another reason why. So here you're going to see me just blend that bead to the rest of the extension, and this is what it should look like. Once I finish with my application, I'm going to do a full cure for 60 seconds. So this is what the nails look like after the application. As you can see, my application, it's really good. And I'm not going to show you the filing process, but this is what the nails look like after shaping and filing, bestie. So let's get ready to apply some matte top coat and see what the nails are looking like. So for today's matte, I'm going to use Lisette's matte. I've been dying to use this matte for the longest. I'm not a matte girl, but I wanted to do a matte set. So I figure I use it in this for this set. So I'm going to apply the matte top coat, and then I'm going to do a full cure for 60 seconds. So let me know in the comments what you think of my application. Let me know if you have ever worked with polygel. I am so sorry, and I do apologize to all of my besties who like or actually only work with polygel. I know it's been a long time, but it's because of the heat, the weather. So when it's really warm out, the polygel becomes very sticky, actually stickier than its actual consistency. That's the reason why I haven't done a polygel set. So to adhere my rhinestones, for the first time, I'm going to be using Soleil's bling adhesive. I have to say it is great. It is a great product. It was my first time using it, so I did not have the best experience, but it has nothing to do with the product. It's me. It's absolutely me, and I blame myself only because I wasn't sure how to do it. So I think, and this is a hint, if Soleil wants to, or if any other company has a actual glue that it's not gel and it has a precision tip to it, let me know in the comments so that I can purchase one, because it was a struggle. So it was actually a struggle only when it came to applying my caviar beads. I was applying too much of the adhesive and it was looking kind of crazy. It was a hot mess, bestie. But after I finished doing this, I do apply the activator, and then I'm gonna go in with some isopropyl alcohol and clean my rhinestones. As you can see here, bestie, I was struggling with the caviar beads. They kept moving around because the glue was not really dry, and it was a struggle. So I did my best, bestie. I tried to place them the best that I could, and I ended up just spraying it, and I just said, you know what? I'm not going to fight with this anymore. And I just sprayed the activator. And like I said before, then I clean the rhinestones with some isopropyl alcohol. So now it's time to play with the spider gel. Like I said before, it's been a really long time since I used it, and all the glitter is all the way at the bottom of the jar. So now I have to mix it very, very well so that, you know, the entire spider gel actually has glitter in it. I will turn on my flashlight so that you can see how beautiful it looks, although it does not do it justice. The reason I'm wearing a glove is because, I mean, there's different ways you can apply the spider gel, but I decided to take advantage of the fact that I had to mix it, and I decided to wear gloves. And you're going to see what I'm going to do, besties. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. After I finish the application of the spider gel, I will clean the underside of my nail and I will do a full 60-second cure. After I cure this, I do go ahead and I wipe it with some isopropyl alcohol. So bestie, get ready for that finished look. And here's the finished look. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this set. Let me know also which one was your favorite nail. Thank you so much for watching, bestie, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.